So, what we've talked about it was ego and some things,
Yep.
but strongholds. What were the ones that really held on strong for you that you had to get over, or to be able to that not even maybe get over is not even the right word that you had to learn how to properly deal with?
When you say strongholds,
Shame, fear, doubt.
okay, so like emotional stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
The biggest one I battled, man, and I spoke a little bit on it earlier, was deserving good.
Mm,
I really struggled with that. I really struggled with that. Um, I would still feel excitement when I got some good or whenever good things happened to me,
hmm
but then there was that voice in the back of my head that said, "Well, your buddy that was in the truck with you the night that you got in a wreck with, he's not getting this slice of pie today.
mm,
You know,
yeah.
he's not getting to even this was even while I was in. This
hmm
was while I was in is that he doesn't get to do this.
Yeah.
You're and also it was a weapon against me and a weapon I could use at the same time. Like it was this back and forth double-edged sword of like I would be complaining and upset about something, and then I'd say, "Yeah, but you have your life and somebody else doesn't. So who are you? Who are you in your mind?" This is me having this conversation with
Yeah.
myself. Who are you in your mind to be upset that you're locked in this cell? So it was a real superpower for me, but on the other side of it, when I would get something good, it would be like, "Yeah, but do you really deserve this?"
Mm,
And that's where I would take it to God to battle that whenever it was the
yeah.
enemy coming against me
Guys,
with
just
it.
think about, early on when you first went in and you didn't have that real relationship. You're learning,
Yep.
but you didn't take it to him first,
No, I
right?
didn't.
How many times, and we've all done it,
Yep.
that when we don't have that relationship with God, our first response is a reaction,
Absolutely.
and we try to take it on. Even simple things.
Yeah, all the
We,
time.
we get a cold, and the first thing we do is go take medicine.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the first thing we do is take it to God?
That's right. I still battle with
Yeah,
that.
I know.
That's still a
I
battle,
know.
and it's one that I know is never going to fade.
Yeah.
That battle is always going to be there. Or facing a problem, and I'm like, I got to figure this out. I still battle with that, man,
Yeah.
and I know that I will. Um, I know that I always will have that to go against. Um, that being said, I think I spent a lot of time battling with a fear of not being enough. You know,
Yeah.
I battled a fear of
Yeah.
not being enough.
Coming for all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like there are times where I've got to sit back and just be like, dude, you're doing enough.
Yeah.
You know, if
Yeah. All the calluses. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
because in my mind it's like you can still go further. So that's an even today
Sure.
that I'm still dealing with. It's like you got to go further. You
Yeah.
got to climb higher. And even that can be a weapon against you.
Oh, absolutely.
That can be a weapon against you because when you start thinking like that and you start thinking of, I got to do more, I got to do more, I got to do more, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Well, that's the enemy.
It is.
Because God's never putting that in your mind, right?
No.
Because He's saying, if you're walking, if you let me to be the lamp of your feet,
That's it.
right, and you walk out in my purpose,
That's it.
then I'm going to entrust you with things. But I believe that I wear you know these
Oh,
full
yeah.
armor God bracelets,
Never
right?
forget them.
And but I believe one of the things that we have to understand is that God didn't design this to do by ourselves.
That's it.
He put brothers and sisters around us. He wants that relationship with us.
Yep.
He doesn't want us to be able to do it by ourselves. But somewhere along the line, if we weren't designed to do it ourselves,
Yep.
and He's not asking us to do it ourselves,
Yep.
when we hear this, but if you can't do it yourself, you're not good enough.
Yep.
Well, that's not God.
That's not God. That's the
completely,
enemy.
So that's the enemy taking something that God said, I want you to have people around you.
Yep.
I want you to lean into me.
Yep.
And then the enemy says, yeah, but if you can't,
Yep.
then you're the only one out here that can't do it.
That's
There's
it.
something wrong with you.